Hi, Dan Toombs, the Curry Guy here, and today I'm going to be making curry house style chicken korma. Korma is actually an authentic Indian food, a way of cooking. It's a way of braising meats and everything. It can be spicy, it can be mild, but here in the UK, our chicken kormas are mild and very creamy and sweet. And so that's what we're going to be making today. I wanted to point one thing out because this recipe is from my red book. I wanted to point out what, and I'll just put this over here. I just wanted to point out, when it asks for coconut cream, there's a white bit of the cream, and there's also this right here. That isn't cream. This is actually oil. That's coconut oil. So if I put that in there like that, it'll just start melting. That is what you're looking for right here, the darker bit. So I'm going to get started here. I'm going to add, I'm not going to cook with very much coconut oil today. I'm going to add about a tablespoon and a half or so of oil, and to that, and that's rapeseed oil, to that I'm going to add a piece of cinnamon and three cardamoms. I'm just going to let those infuse into that oil when it heats up there. All right, so with those infusing into the oil right now, I'm going to tell you a little bit about what we're going to be putting into this. Like I say, this is a creamy curry. Most people do know about it, what it is, but there aren't a lot of ingredients. So the first thing I'm going to add to this is going to be some garlic and ginger paste, which is just equal amounts of garlic and ginger. So with these starting to sizzle away there, I'll just go ahead and add that. Just about a tablespoon or so. I'll give that a good stir. All I'm doing at this stage is cooking off the rawness. Now, very quickly, I'm going to add about 3 tablespoons of ground almonds, about a tablespoon of coconut flour, and just about 2 tablespoons, or a tablespoon and a half, I think that is, of sugar. You can make it sweeter if you like. I don't like my curries very sweety, so I don't add as much sugar, but a lot of kormas are very sweet. Just going to give that a nice stir around there. And then to that, I'm going to add just a little bit of base sauce. And there's a link to my base sauce recipe in this video. Yeah, a tiny bit there. Give that a nice stir. Just let that simmer there for a bit. Now I'm going to sprinkle in just a little bit of garam masala. And that's getting a bit dry, so I'm going to add a little bit more base sauce. Now, with all curry house style curries, you usually use pre-cooked meat. So that could be tandoori meats, it could be meat that you just have left over. In this case, I have used just a bit of chicken that I put into the base sauce there. So I just cooked it in the base sauce. It's a great way of adding flavor. Adds flavor to the base sauce as well because you got the chicken flavor in there as well. I'm just going to add a little bit of that now with some of the juices there. This is a recipe that will serve 1 generous portion or 2 portions. That meat, I just took that out of the curry sauce, so it's already quite warm. But if you're using cold chicken, obviously you're going to want to cook it through. To that, I'm going to throw in about 50 grams of this block coconut, the darker bit of the block coconut. You could use coconut cream, just like a tinned coconut cream as well. That'll work. And while that cooks down, let's put a little bit more of this base sauce in there. And really, you don't need to stir this at all. This is we're going to hopefully get a little bit of caramelization going around there. It should do because it's a quite high temperature. And that caramelization, you can just stir right back into it. But really, this curry is almost done. There's not much more you need to do to it. All right. So to finish off, I'm going to add just about a tablespoon of butter. Let that melt into the sauce as well. Now, a lot of kormas are bright yellow, and that's done with yellow food coloring. I don't usually add that. It doesn't add anything to the flavor, it just adds to the color. So if that's what you're looking for, if you want a really yellow korma, that's what you need to be doing. All right, and then obviously some single cream. You could use double cream if you want a really thick curry, but I usually just use single cream, and not very much at that, just tiny bit, and obviously that's done to taste as well. So if you want to add more, I didn't measure that out. I have no idea how much I've used, but I'd say it's probably about 70 milliliters or so. We're just going to let that cook there. Right, and one last thing, rose water. Rose water is something that's put into kormas. It's that hidden flavor that a lot of people don't know what it is, but that's what it is. Just a tiny bit of rose water. Now remember, rose water is very strong, so you're not going to want to use too much of it. I usually just use a tiny drop just to flavor it. That was probably about a half teaspoon I used there. And then a little bit of coriander. That's optional. There you have it. All done. Less than 10 minutes. Finished. Just the way they would do it at a curry house. This is, like I say, a very mild curry. It's a beginner's curry. It's a curry for kids. It's a curry for people that don't like spicy food but still want to go to the curry house with their friends. That's what that is. A lot of people love it. I usually add a bit of chili to it. I like some green chilies in there, but obviously it's not meant to be that way. Go ahead and give this a try. I hope you like it. Like I say, it's from my red book, The Curry Guy, and please subscribe to my channel. I've got a lot more videos coming from all my books. Thank you.